And welcome and good morning, everybody. This is Go Live Together. I think everybody that comes in is accustomed to me doing something cuckoo. So, so this morning is no different. Eddie's probably going to call the people on me, and Eddie Lugo is at the top. Then next to Eddie, you have the mustard drill, Scott. And then my husband has been threatening to do that for many years now. So here it goes. Because it's been so hot here and my body knows it's hot, I decided to fool it this morning. I have a swimsuit on as well as a swimsuit cover. And guess what? I'm drinking hot chocolate. So I'm trying to trick my body into thinking that, I don't know, something. Why are you looking at me like that? You calling the people today?
Depending on what you do, every action brings an equal and opposite reaction.
So I'm hot from right here down, and from down below, I'm okay. So it's working. My body feels hot and cold at the same time. So take it away, guys.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your hosts and hostess. Welcome to the people who have made it into the live chat and also the replay. If you are joining us on the replay, please comment #replay. That way we know you were here. But in the meantime, everybody who has made it into the chat, first up was Traveling with Tinkerbell. Good morning.
Good morning.
Next up is Eddie Lugo Studios. Good morning.
I know, I like this.
Next up was Controversial Cruising. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Scott.
Next up is Ace FLA1. Good morning.
Hi.
Next up was Bone Tired Travelers. Good morning.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
Oh. Next up was the Mustard Drill. Good morning.
I love that guy.
I'll shoot that guy.
And then we got another the Mustard Drill. I don't know. I think with this one from Facebook may be an imposter.
I think it dupes it. Sorry.
Okay. But at least we can see your name. Normally it's just like Facebook user.
Facebook user, yeah, right.
Yep. And let's see. Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel has made it in. Good morning.
Welcome.
Next up.
Z had a interesting weekend.
Yeah.
He and the Rock the Boat hung out a lot this weekend.
That's good. Next up was Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Good morning.
Good morning.
Reinforcements have arrived from the north.
Ooh. Next up is House of X Entertainment Inc. Good morning, guys.
And they're having House of X is having a birthday cruise for Leo. March 17th.
March 17th on the Magic.
Leaving out of Miami.
Najuma Brown has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And
Queens is in the house.
Yeah, and speaking of Rock the Boat, they just made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
What's up?
Let's see. Rooted in Essential Oils has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Randacita has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Bone Tired Travelers has a message for Eddie here. Hey, Eddie, I have an extra pineapple shirt if anyone needs it. It's extra large. Had to bump up a size for Dwayne.
Yes.
And let's see.
Go ahead and bring it to the boost cruise.
Yes.
Right.
Please.
Somebody will get it.
And it looks like Rooted in Essential Oils is on that cruise with House of X. Can't wait to go. Wait, my chat just jumped. Can't wait to go March 17th.
I think it's interesting that Eddie Lugo Studios has a membership to Eddie Lugo Studios.
I see that. I see that. That is awesome. Gerald TV Vlogs. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm paying myself. I'm remembering myself.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Look who's back. James Cantonese has made it back.
Hey,
Hey, good morning. And
Good
James
morning.
Cameron, a group cruise in November.
Yep. And we are caught up in the chat. So that means that it is time for your weather report. Now, today we have several cams that we want to bring to you because we come from different areas of the country. You know, I always show the Galveston cruise ship, and, you know, I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what about where Eddie and Scott are? So we pulled up some webcams, and while it loads, let me see who else has made it into the chat.
Nightbot.
Nightbot has checked in. Good
Hey.
morning.
90.
Oh, man.
What's up?
That's a dedicated dude right there. He comes to every show.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see. Right now, we're taking a look at Atlanta.
It looks dark. Is it going to rain?
Yes.
There's some clouds in the sky. It looks like it is 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm.
I mean, that's a dream right there.
For real. I take 72 today.
Wake up to 72 degrees. Oh, my God.
That's why
Man.
it's 72 in the house since April.
I mean, it is unbelievably hot down here.
Yes, it is. We're setting records every day here in Galveston and in Houston. Over here in Philadelphia, and you know, only on my machine does the colors do this here in Philly, but also it says 72 degrees up in Philly.
Mm.
But yeah, this is a live webcam, and unfortunately the coloring is a little off, but I kind of like it. It looks like more.
It is very interesting.
Yes,
Wow.
I love it. The colors just keep changing.
What the heck?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I looked at it here on my side. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I didn't save it. I deleted it, but yeah.
Oh, okay. And then last but definitely not least, we have Galveston, Texas here. And it looks like the Voyager of the Seas has made it in. But this weather report, it might blow your mind. This morning we are waking up to 85 degrees with 84% humidity, and it's mostly sunny. If you are sailing away on the Voyager of the Seas today, your sail away forecast is 92 degrees with 66% humidity and full sun in the sky. We are getting no rain for the foreseeable future.
Nope.
And we were watching the local news this morning, and they said it has been 32 days since Houston has had any measurable rain. So we're over a month here with no rain. We got, you know, some rain a couple of weeks ago, but it wasn't, you know, anything that was measurable as well. So we're going through the same thing.
Like we've had a lot of thunderstorm warnings that end up resulting in nothing. Like they develop, the sky gets dark, the wind picks up, but then you don't get any rain, and then they go away. So
Right. And let me see. Let me get caught up in the chat before we move on. Everybody is speaking to each other.
I'm having hot flashes now.
Yeah, you just drank hot chocolate.
Holy crap.
Oh, Bone Tart Travels just rain. It's going to rain there tomorrow. So that's good. And yep, Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, it's dry.
It's dry.
And there's burn bans everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's
They
hundreds.
talked about that on the news.
At least 100 counties here in Texas are under burn bans. Scott McNeil has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And wait, we're over Scott compliance this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We are. So we got some extra Scots in the chat. It's going to rain there too in New York City. House of X said.
Yes, we saw that on the news.
Yep, y'all are getting hammered with rain and floods and stuff everywhere. It's just not coming here.
No.
Hey, the Bud Files has made it in. Good morning.
Hey,
Good
bud.
morning.
Welcome in. And today is Monday, August 7th. And what happened on this day in history? Well, here goes. In 1560, Hungarian Countess Elizabeth, who purportedly tortured and murdered hundreds of young women in the 16th and 17th centuries, was born. I never heard of a woman serial killer, but in the 1500s, apparently there was.
Yeah, they did it a lot back in England. In the torture chain, the torture thing, and in the tower.
In the tower. In 1782, George Washington ordered the creation of the first U.S. military decoration, the Badge of Military Merit, today called the Purple Heart, which was later awarded to 3 Revolutionary War soldiers for bravery in action. In 1819, a group of South American insurgents under Simón Bolívar defeated Spanish forces at the Battle of Boyacá, which freed New Grenada, Colombia, and Venezuela from Spanish control.
For my Spaniards.
In 1932, Adebi Bikila, an Ethiopian runner who was the first athlete to win 2 Olympic marathons, was born in Mont, M-O-N-T. I'm not sure where that is.
That's down the block. Make a
Yeah,
left
around the corner.
In Mont? Okay, you know where that is?
up the trail and down, down the bayou. Yeah.
In 1960, Côte d'Ivoire gained independence from France.
Jolie Magnifique. Well, first copy, you got that right.
Oh, shoot. I remember
Mine's
this. Oh, snap. It's crucial.
Oh, it's crucial.
Refill.
In 1974, French-born Philippe Petit walked on a high wire between the newly built Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, about 1,300 feet above the ground. 1,350 feet above the ground. He was arrested, but the charges were later dismissed.
Would you do that?
No.
No.
Nope. In 1978, U.S. President Jimmy Carter declared a federal health emergency in Love Canal, a neighborhood in Niagara Falls, New York, following the leakage of toxic chemicals buried under the community. It was the worst environmental disaster involving chemical waste in U.S. history. Yeah. In 2007, American baseball player Barry Bonds hit his 756th career home run, breaking the record set by Hank Aaron. And that will do it for this day in history. And let me see who else has made it into the chat.
Good morning, everybody.
I want to thank everybody for Friday that I wasn't here Friday morning. And I appreciate all the good comments and all the prayers and all that, making me feel better. So thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Definitely worried.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir.
And Scott McNeil said it got up to 114 with the real feel yesterday here in Panama City Beach.
My Jesus. Okay.
It's hot. Wow. Hey, Fats and Tree have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Welcome.
Law Jones has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Law is following me around.
Law's following, getting rated.
Yeah.
It's always nice to be rated. I really do like it. Okay, and we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for us to bring you the cruise and travel industry news.
News this morning with Scott.
Cruise passengers smuggled 5 kilograms of cocaine into Miami, authorities say.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, yep.
Man.
2 sisters allegedly smuggled close to 5 kilograms of cocaine in their luggage last month while taking a week-long cruise from Miami through Mexico and the Caribbean, a report from the federal investigators. According to criminal complaint filed by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security special agent, the sisters had arrived in the port of Miami on July 23rd after traveling on MSC Seascape cruise that began a week earlier. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers boarded the MSC cruise to conduct an enforcement operation after the ship arrived from Cozumel, Mexico, with stops in Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and the Bahamas.
Whoa.
After finding the 2 sisters in their cabin, CBP officers asked the women to bring their belongings to a secondary inspection. The complaint does not specify the reason for the inspection. Tip. When the sisters exited the cabin, the criminal complaint says a drug dog that law enforcement had brought on board alerted to the odor of narcotics in one of the sisters' suitcases. After the sisters claimed ownership of their belongings via customs declaration forms at the secondary inspection area, CBP officers separated and searched the women and their luggage. According to court documents, Shanika Parker and Tequila Herder have been charged with conspiracy to import a controlled substance and importation of a controlled substance. A sealed indictment was entered into the docket on Thursday. Simon Patrick Dre, Parker's attorney, listed in the court documents, confirmed the charges to the Washington Post and said his client will be entering a plea of not guilty. An attorney listed for Herder did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Both women have an arraignment scheduled for August 14th. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida, where the case is ongoing, did not immediately respond to a request for comment, and a representative from the CBP declined to comment on the investigation. So very interesting.
That is a very interesting, crazy story.
I mean, you know, I have never been in this. I mean, I've been in situations where I see people, you know, like trying to bring fruits or other kinds of stuff, you know, like off of the ship or whatever like that. But never seen any situation like that. It's very interesting. But you almost think to yourself, why would CBP come on board and specifically go to those 2? It had to be a tip.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how they would be able to single them out of 5,000 people. But in any event. So moving on, crammed with tourists, Alaska's capital wonders what will happen as its magnificent glacier recedes. Thousands of tourists spill into the boardwalk in Alaska's capital city, Juneau, every day from cruise ships towering over downtown. Vendors hawk shoreside trips, and rows of buses stand ready to whisk visitors away, with many headed for the area's crown jewel, the Mendenhall Glacier. A craggy expanse of gray, white, and blue, the glacier gets swarmed by sightseeing helicopters and attracts visitors by kayak, canoe, and foot. So many come to see the glacier and Juneau's other wonders that the city's immediate concerns is how to manage them all, as a record number are expected this year. Some residents flee to the quieter places during the summer, and a deal between the city and the cruise industry will limit how many ships arrive next year. But climate climate change is melting the Mendenhall Glacier, and it's receding so quickly that in 2050, it might no longer be visible from the visitor center it once loomed outside.
Mm.
That prompted another question Juneau is only now starting to contemplate. What happens then?
Mm.
We need to be thinking about our glacier and the ability to view glaciers as they recede, said Alexandria Pierce, the city's tourism manager. There also needs to be a focus on reducing environmental impacts. People come to Alaska to see what they consider to be a pristine environment, and our responsibility to preserve that for the residents and visitors. The glacier pours from rocky terrain between mountains into a lake dotted by stray icebergs. Its face retreated 8 football fields between 2007 and 2021, according to estimates from the University of Alaska. Trail markers memorialize the glacier's backward march, showing where the ice once stood. Thickets of vegetation have grown in its wake.
Mm.
So it's very interesting that, that the glacier, if you see in the one image that I cycled through on here, I think it's the third image on here, you can see a sign that shows where the ice was in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can see where it is now in the background. I think it's the very next image. But, if you look at that one there, I mean, it's so massive. I guess, people just don't realize how delicate it is. The story, I'll be linking that story in the, as you can see there, the ice limit in 2011. And now look where it is. It's all the way in the back there.
Right.
So it's definitely reacting to the climate change very quickly. But I'll be linking to the full story in the description of the live stream once it's over. If you come back and watch it on the replay. But it's very interesting. It goes on to say about how they're used to be able to step from the rocks into like fissures in the glacier, but now those fissures are just all water from the glacier melting. So
yep. Wow,
it's real.
I hope it's still there in June of 2025.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ice will still, I'm sure it'll still be there then, but it might be a little bit smaller.
I will try to capture what I can with my camera. Sea tripping with Kim and Scott. Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see. House of X, try to send me a private message on this because I've never heard of the Bino G or Bino G. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. Let's see. Law Jones said that it was sewn into the bottom of their backpack, but they claim they don't know how it got there.
Oh, wow. Liars, pants on fire.
Yep. That's pants on fire type of moment right there. Scrow's Nest, good morning from the celebration. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Thank you for checking in. And I think their food just arrived, so they had to go. Yeah, sounds like cruising to me.
Mm.
Yep. Have a good cruise, guys.
For real.
Law, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about Alaska. And since I loathe the cold weather, Alaska is not very high up on my cruise list.
Cruising on the high season travel has just made it in. Good morning, Rob.
Morning.
Good morning, Rob.
Oh, okay. Yep. Traveling with Tinkerbell says this calls for a trip to Alaska. June 15th, Norwegian Encore. I'm just saying we're going to be on there with, I believe, this person right here, Jennifer from Embarkation Nation.
Yes.
Yeah, she just checked in. Good morning.
The ocean.
Oh, snap. And thank you for those pineapples, Cruise Nuts. Good morning.
Good morning. I want to go to the Med. I want to go with you to the Mediterranean. Scott has busted my bubble. So I'm gonna bug you now. I want to go to the Mediterranean, just for a quick little.
Oh, okay. It's called Bigo, Bigo. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check that out. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation says NCL offers a wedding package to get married on the Glacier. Better get it booked before that sucker's gone.
I think she's hinting at something here.
Yeah, I know. But that's cold. I don't know. On the Glacier.
Well, listen, you can't have it both ways. What do you want? You want hot? You want cold, man? What is it?
Hey, I don't.
That's right.
And Rob says 82 more sleeps till cruise day and 80 sleeps till fly day.
I know, right? I can't wait to meet you, Rob.
Yep.
5 days, Rob.
KMA, buddy.
5 days. Yeah. 5 days.
KMA.
Rock the boat. My wife hates the cold, so I'm sure we will never, ever cruise to Alaska.
Wow.
Yep. There was a power in that last ever right there.
I mean, I'm definitely going to do it at some point and just, suck it up. But because I want to see it, but
yep,
it's going to be rough.
And let's see. Law Jones says, don't worry, Scott. It's usually not as cold as it looks. 70 to 80s many days. And I'm assuming that that's during the cruise season.
Yeah.
I'm still
probably at the peak of it, right? Like certainly not at the fringe. Certainly not at the beginning and the end.
I don't know. I'm bringing stuff. I might have to pull out my big bag for that one. For that cruise.
Let's bring some violins.
Okay, traveling with Tinkerbell. If you go at the right time, it will be 70 to 80. During the cruise season, you will be okay, Scott.
Bam.
Yep. And speaking of creators, we got a list of creators that we would like to feature for you today. They're all linked down in the description of this video. And this time around, I actually did label the links. So here goes. First up is Gallivantin Gingers. Next up is GGM Creates. Next is Glacier Shark Outdoors. I'm so glad you had the Glacier in the news story today. Next is Isaac's Cruiseships. And last but not least is Kelly and Tammy's Journey.
Oh,
yes. If you want to see Cajun food and the cooking thereof, head on over to Kelly and Tammy. They make that authentic Cajun food.
And the cruising chicks will be going to Alaska, I think, like sometime later this month. I think they only have like 20 days or something like that till they're going. So I'm sure they're going to have some vlogs coming from Alaska soon.
Yep. Law Jones says, just dress in layers and have a waterproof outer jacket. I was there in June.
Okay.
Right. Miss Queen Sunkissed has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
My exercise queen.
Yeah.
Yes. She got me up and doing stuff.
And by the way, Cheryl, I just want to tell you, you and Tinkerbell did such a great job on your live.
Absolutely.
Yesterday.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Even the blooper at the end when I don't know, because I'm never paying attention to when you all close the live down. So I don't know when the live is closed down.
Sad.
Oh, snap. Miss Queen Sunkiss says, hi, all. New shirts dropping later.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe shorts. Could be shorts. Could be shirts. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Warm Strong Adventures. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
And let's see. I have one cruise news story. It says Silver Sea will once again welcome acclaimed writer Paul Theroux aboard Silver Dawn as he sails round trip from Copenhagen on a 14-day cruise on October 6th through the 20th, 2023. Guests traveling on board will get a chance to hear from Theroux and visit 9 ports of call, including Copenhagen, Aalsund, Narvik, Leknes, Tremoso, Alta, Skorland, Flam, and Bergen. I know I just messed all of those names up.
But I thought he was
no, he's clearly alive, and he's about to get on a cruise ship. So
I need to Google him because
Paul,
not to say that
Paul Theroux.
Yeah.
Por the wood.
Silver Sea. So
Maybe
you
he's
might-
a son of the other Thoreau guy.
I don't know. But let's see. Scott has a question for today. Let me
Who's
see.
that guy? Who that?
Very-
Who's that?
Is if cruise lines charge for shows, will you still attend?
Okay, so now like MSC has these two MSC on the MSC Marabella, which I think that ship is very similar to Quantum, Royal Caribbean's Quantum class ships. So at the rear of the ship, there is on Quantum there is a lounge where they do a show. It's called the 270 Cafe or 270 Lounge or something like that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's something very similar on Marabella called the Carousel, I think, or whatever. And they have two Cirque du Soleil style shows in there currently, and they do charge $12 a piece for them, which I'm not super happy about, right? But I can really see kind of on just based on industry trends and stuff, and the cruise line's constantly looking for new revenue streams and to kind of monetize different aspects of cruising. I can see them developing additional shows, even maybe in the main theater, that would require, that would be extra, that would not be included. And at what point do we feel like we've been nickeled and dimed enough, and will people push back? So I'm sure there will always be people who will pay whatever, but me personally, I mean, I'm really kind of getting to the point now where I'm tired of all the upcharges, and I probably will not pay to see a show. So
Right?
That's me too, Scott. I feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. Based off of the cruise ship entertainment that I've seen, I'm more along the lines of go watch the live entertainment either in Ocean Plaza or the now that we're on Excel, back there at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. There's a live band back there, and I'm more into music than I am into production shows and movies. So you'll catch me by the band more than in front of a movie screen or sitting at the shows.
But see, I like productions. But it has to be something like the Circus Act. It has to be something like Celestial Strings for me to consider. But I'm not going to just say, oh, they have a production and I'm going to pay for it.
Now, I'm not going to break my back getting to it, especially on Excel, because Excel has a lot of blind spots on deck 8 and deck 7. What they could do is like they did on deck 6, where you can see the stage, the whole thing and everything. They have TV screens where you can watch the production downstairs. They need them on deck 8 and deck 7, where there's like countless blind spots, unless you're in that sweet spot in between the production room and over here off to the right. That is the ideal place to watch the shows, but it's still limited nonetheless because there's walls on the side of you. So, for blind spots, I would definitely not pay for that. Eddie?
No. Simple
Nope.
no. Nope.
Simple no.
I know Alice will do her best to go to the Broadway shows because she likes them. I don't. When I was a younger kid, I used to be in theater back in school, and I never, once I got out of it, I got into music, and that was it. That was my next move. So every time she talks about when we lived in New York, every time she says, "Oh, I want to go see the show," I say, "Call your sister, call Melissa, call somebody and go." I'm not
Right.
going. I got to see Jersey Boys in one of the NCL shows back a few years back, and I liked it because there was a lot of cursing in it. But other than that, Rock the Stump, I think it was, or something like that. The last show on the bloggers, I like that show. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. But I'm not the one to jump in and go. I would rather do a movie. I would rather go do some kind of trivia or something before I sit on the show for an hour there, just sitting there. So, and I know your bestie Cheryl and you will go to the shows on
Yeah.
coming up October. You go right ahead. I'll go hang out with something else.
Yes, I love production shows. I
See,
really
I
do.
really love the production shows too, and like I'm really excited for Oasis because on that ship right now it's cats, right? So so I really love the production shows. I always go to them. And in fact, the last time I was on Maravilla, I was like, okay, the first time I was on Maravilla, I was like, I'm not paying $24 to see these shows, right? And then the second time I got on Maravilla, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay it, right? So I paid the $24. But then I found out that once I paid the $24 to see both shows that were going to be obviously on different days, I had to then go to a desk next to guest services in the morning, like for an hour in the morning, to make reservations to get in to see the show. And the line was as long as the ship to make that reservation. I mean, not literally, right? But it was really super long and it was super slow. And there was one person making the reservations and it was super slow and everything else. And I was like, okay, I'm not waiting in this line because I have stuff I need to do, right? So I ended up not waiting in the line. And then those shows came and went, and I went to guest services and I said, listen, I just want my money back. Right. Yep. And I had to argue with them about it. And then they had to, check with this person, that person. The next thing you know, they did give me my money back. I put it onto my ship account. And then I was able to go to one of their ATM kiosk things or whatever and pull the money off. But my point is that it wasn't even that I had to pay the $24, but then I had to actually like stand in a super long line on board to make my reservation to see the show, which I was never able to do. So it was just really inconvenient, and it just further irritated me about the whole prospect of having to pay for a show. So
Oh no, not standing in line after I've paid. That should have been my way in.
Yep. And Mrs. Queen Sunkiss says she's got a new chair workout that she's editing. So
thank you.
Yeah. Mike and Rana, thank you for having them on yesterday.
And I thank you as well.
Oh, wait a minute. There is a... Whoa. Okay. I don't know how that was done in the chat, but okay.
What?
Oh, somebody was... Okay, somebody was in here acting up. Thank you to whoever took care of that. Can't stop. Oh, and yes, let me take this opportunity to thank all of the moderators that are in the chat amongst all three channels. We definitely thank you for your ongoing support whenever things like this happen. Thank you.
You're talking about DJ Smokey. He came into my chat and I took him out.
Okay, yeah. Can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. Good morning.
He did a lot of pop-ups, and if you all haven't went over there to check him out. He is so close. Run his playlist.
Yep.
He's so close. He's got everything in play except for the hours. And he went live twice yesterday. And he bought some kind of mower that you said was a real nice one. The orange one.
Yeah, Husqvarna.
Yeah.
He got him a Husqvarna riding mower.
Yeah, we've been watching you, but y'all go over there and check him out. He's so close. He's like 895 or 893 or something.
Yep. And let's see. Law Jones says, do you think if they start charging for the show, will they cut back on the live music to herd you into the shows?
Oh, I think they'll do whatever they can to try to entice you to do it for sure. They'll make everything else a lesser value to try to, so that you have to pay to get more value out of your cruise. And I think it's really sad,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I think they would charge for the comedy show,
right,
more than the production shows. That's a given, but the comedy show.
I mean, it's the mentality of it's this corporate mentality, right? Which exists, I think, consistently until you get to cruise lines. Cruise lines have kind of like their own higher level of corporate monetary mentality, I think.
Right.
You know, so their profits have to be obscenely higher than everybody else's, in my opinion. And here's the thing, I say that it may sound like, you know, I kind of begrudge them of that. I don't, all the way up to the point where it detracts and starts flirting or interfering with that whole value proposition of cruising. You know, that's one of the great things about cruising. It's such a great value, and it's so, you know, inclusive. And as they erode that away, it becomes obviously less. So
Speaking of markups and corporations and things of that nature, we found an item on Temu that sold at Walmart for $20. Okay. Guess how much that sucker is on Temu?
$5.
Yes. It's a quadruple markup. The same item, the same exact item that I bought for $20 and gave it to her, we found on Temu for $5. It's the same exact item, does the same exact thing. Emily has made it into the chat. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Traveling with Tinkerbell says the Oasis class ships have the best shows I've seen so far. I love it. Yeah, and I'm the type of guy that would love to be at the Aqua Theater versus sitting there for the big production shows. You know, because that's a show all in itself, or even the ice skating show. Yeah, that would be cool. You know, 'cause I'm not ice skater guy. I've lived in the South. We don't have ice, so anything that puts me away from home and makes me feel like I'm on vacation, that's where I want to be.
So I was on Oasis last May. So it's not like I, you know, haven't been on it recently, but and then when I was on Harmony, the production show, like the cast were switching.
Yep.
So the new cast coming on was not up to speed. So that Aqua show was not the best it could have been, just because the new cast was coming on trying to get up to speed, but it was still very good. So
yep. Z Show, enjoy your workout. We see you out there trying to burn them things off, man. Just stay hydrated. We had record high temperatures outside.
What are you showing us here, Eddie?
Up there.
Yes.
Amazon. So I bought one for $25 about a year and a half ago, something like that, for Alice. So at the time she was going outside with the lawnmower, and I got her this to make it easier. Temu, same item, $5.
Yep.
God, I'm gonna have to get one for
same item. Don't worry, Cheryl, I got you covered. I got it.
Yeah.
Is your Law Jones says, Eddie, is your neck fan silent?
Yes and yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw one, like when I was on Magic last year, I saw somebody had one. They said they got it at Walmart, and it was just like, it was literally like two round fans pointing around the neck and then pointing back at the face or whatever.
We got those.
Timo has that too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Scott, on the cruise we were on, Celebration, a lot of people had those things on. You know, and that's how we found out they were at Walmart, because this one lady, I don't know if it was Huddleston or one of the Mannings, asked her, where did you get it? And they said Walmart.
Right. Yeah, we got those at our Walmart too, but those, when I get a neck fan, it's going to look exactly like Eddie's. Traveling
I need a neck heater.
You need a neck heater?
I need a neck heater.
Wow.
I need mine to blow hot air, not cold.
Right.
There's one in Timo that do both AC and
okay.
So.
Nice. Okay, so Traveling with Tinkerbell says, oh my God, let's not talk about Temu. LOL, I got like 7 huge Temus. Lord help me.
You know,
nobody putting your gun to your head, so.
Jackie, let me tell you something. I promised the viewers that I wasn't going to do it again. And yesterday, when we went through the suitcase, I realized I had bought a lot of shorts for Jeremy, but no tops. So I had to go and buy me something. And I'll get you later, baby.
Right. All is well.
So the Temu delivery guy that comes here, he comes in like a white minivan.
Okay.
Which my daughter calls a surprise adoption vehicle.
Oh, she has a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, she's something. So anyway, so believe it or not, one of my neighbors reported him to the police and said there's a suspicious van driving down our street. Now, I understand, this day and age you can't be too careful about stuff, but yeah, I felt bad for the guy because he had to answer 20 questions. The guy, the cops, he had to open it up and show all the orange packages in there. I'm thinking, that'd be a dead giveaway, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're never getting no more packages.
Right.
Emily says, good morning, LOL. Very rainy day here. Supposed to have storms later.
Oh, wow. I wish the storms would come down here.
I know.
I love storms, except for the hurricanes. I love the storms. I do.
All the way up to and including a tropical storm. We really
like tropical storms.
We take good naps at that point because there ain't no going.
I think there's a storm in the Pacific right now or whatever, but I don't think there's anything going on in the Atlantic at the moment, is there?
No, we've been very lucky since Harvey.
I know. The tropics are not busy right now, which is concerning for November or even October, the booze cruise. It's like, are we going to have an early season or a late season? And the way that the tropics are acting right now, it's going to be a late season.
Yeah.
So, be looking forward
because it is so hot. It's everything is right for a hurricane in our area.
Anything hits the Gulf right now, it's going to grow to a Cat 5, and we could lose the house.
Well, because the water is just insanely warm.
Yeah.
Right?
Lawn Adventures has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bats and Tree. I wear my fan on all my cruises. Yes. Law 7. That's Temu. Yes, that is Temu. Emily says, when you get to New York, try to go to City Island if you can. I was there Saturday with my fam and had a very good afternoon. Anybody know about City Island?
Long Island City.
Yeah.
Which is in Queens.
Oh, okay.
We went through
from the Manhattan. You just gotta jump over. But it's
Cool.
right there. It's a very nice. It's getting fixed up. Becoming money.
Yep.
Okay.
And speaking of New York and secrets and stuff, I know that you had a secret that you wanted to share with the viewers.
Yes. Secret Booze Cruise 2.0, October 28, 2024, out of Tampa, Florida, on the Carnival Paradise, a 6-day cruise, all the way to Key West on that ship right there. We're gonna go to Key West, Montego Bay, Grand Cayman, back to Tampa. 6 days during the holiday Halloween season. It's gonna be excellent. House of X will be part of it too. They are also managing 2 shows, 2 different nights, elegant night and a game night that they're gonna be in charge of. So let's get together. Let's go. Mike and Rihanna will be there also. Bruce with Cindy from Ocean to Ocean. Cheryl.
Yes.
Me. Hopefully Scott from the Buster Drill will be there too. It's going to be a lot of us on that cruise. You have a call Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. $25 down, refundable. You get your spot. You have all the way to May next year to put your deposit down, which is also refundable. And pay up your cruise by July next year. So you got 11 months to gather your pennies and your coins and get it together and come along. Hope to see you there.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact cruise@ocean2oceantravel.com.
And I love that music. I tell you,
Uh-huh.
Mike and Rihanna from Canada, they really did a good job on that video.
Yep.
I like that video.
Yes,
I love promotion.
it's so Caribbean.
Yep.
You know?
Come on.
Makes me want to check out CapCut. It really does.
I have CapCut on my phone, but you know what? I just can't.
You can't?
Well, I don't know how, so I'm just a cut and paste, so I'm not gonna learn. So that's just it.
You still don't remember how to do it?
I don't even know when a live stream ends.
So here's the issue for me. The issue for me on some of these apps is like I'm a tech guy, right? So like I'm used to doing things like the way a tech guy would, and when you bring these apps in that does everything for you, it like I'm retarded or something, right? Like I can't. I'm used to doing it like the way you like creatively,
Right.
And when the app does, when you punch a couple of buttons and tap this filter and that and everything else, my brain can't wrap itself around that, right? So,
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. And we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is time now to let everybody know who is coming on for the remainder of the day.
Here we go. Boom. Of course, following us will be the Seashell Cruise Fun at 10 a.m. Eastern. Cruise Bet has a premiere live at 11 o'clock in the morning. Cruise News. Following Roy and Becky's Travels at 1 p.m. Eastern. A premiere by the Bout Files at 5 p.m. Cruise Nuts have a premiere. I Love Cruising Royal have a premiere. 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Vacation Nation and Destination Funds will be live at 7, followed by the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla in House of X Entertainment premiere tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 p.m. will be the Moonlight Adventures. I believe it's their podcast show, even though they had one yesterday, but I'm not sure. But they'll be on at 8:30 tonight. And closing the night will be the Vineyard Chicks Homestead at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. Mondays are always exciting.
Yeah.
For the remainder of this Monday, I know that I might be going to work for a little bit. But I know that later on this evening, I'll try to get into some of the chats that are
I'm going to be
available.
spending the day trying to get rid of this rolling distortion that keeps coming down my screen here. I'm going to be moving. If you can see it, I don't know why anybody can't see it, but
I see it.
It's a horizontal line going all the way down and distorts
I see it.
Right by your nose.
It's an OBS virtual cam issue that I'm trying to fix. And I did have it fixed, but then I updated OBS and now it's back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be spending the day fixing that.
And Mike and Rihanna said there's going to be a StreamYard mobile apps coming soon, according to StreamYard. So we really got to pay attention. I know on Saturdays they do the founders of StreamYard do a live stream and answer questions in live time. So I will be tuning in Saturday to see if they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, they're headquartered in Wilmington, Virginia, or Wilmington, Delaware. And I'm actually there or close to there often. And I thought about stopping in one time and saying, where's the app?
Right.
Because in this day and age, you got to have an app.
Yeah. Law Jones says, in the old days, we called that flipping on the TV.
I know. It's driving me insane. I don't know why. OBS, don't get me started. I'll just go on and on about it.
Oh, snap. Bruce just made it in. Good morning.
He must have heard his name.
Yeah, thing.
Yeah, he did.
We
Good
just
morning.
ran Booze Cruise commercial 2.0.
Yeah, we also been talking about Alaska. His ears must have been burning.
Oh yeah.
And cruising. So, yeah, I believe that we are good
Yes.
and clear.
And we're no. See, that's the thing. You
No,
said,
we're not clear yet. No, we're not clear yet.
Oh,
We're still rolling.
okay.
Yeah, the red thing.
Yeah,
And-
you can't make a mad dash yet. Not just
Nope.
yet.
Not yet.
Not
Not
Friday. Not even
Oh.
close to Friday.
For those of you who aren't around for the after show, right? So when our outro play is done playing and it comes back, Cheryl is always gone.
Yeah.
I'm always gone. I'm out.
And with that, we will let you go for today. Thank everybody who has made it into the live stream and also to the replay. We thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for your
We
ongoing
really do.
support for the show.
Mhm. Yes.
Everybody take care of each other out there. If you love the show today, show us some love by hitting the like button.
Run my playlist.
Yes, playlists are definitely needed. Oh, snap. Not another blooper, Cheryl.
Oh, who was that?
That's Mike and Rihanna.
Oh my God. Oh,
Yep,
Mike and Rihanna. See, I love y'all. Y'all better stop.
Everybody hit the subscribe button on your way out if you haven't done so already. And never, ever, ever forget. We love you.
Love
and good
you.
morning.
Bye.